Hey guys, so we're back to doing weird angled videos again. Um, it's May 6th, technically the 7th, because it's like almost 2 a.m. Uh, that the day that I'm recording this. However, this won't air until probably close to July sometime. But anyways, hopefully things are sort of back to normal by then. Um, as of right now, Um, most places are still closed. I'm still not back to work yet. Um, but as you can actually see in the background, I did start putting up the shelves to get all the pop figures up and so forth. But I've hit a bit of a standstill, and that's why I'm shooting this from my phone um, on my chair again. Because even though I got the computer area all set up, more or less, although I do have to get better equipment, as I've mentioned many times. One of the things I did also do is I bought a new TV stand, because the way all the gaming console stuff was set up and so forth wasn't really working out. Um, so I bought this new stand that has like a mount attached to it, so it would raise the TV up more, which would give me more shelf space. The shelving thing that I use currently is actually designed for like an old big screen tube style TV, like old CRT style TV. Um, so it's really deep, and so it takes up a lot of space and doesn't actually hold nearly as much. So yeah, the idea was, okay, we'll get something new. It'll take up a little less space. It'll be able to hold more. I'm going to put up a few more shelves, hopefully around it, to hold the rest of the stuff. It'll be more open. It'll be more easy to make changes and whatnot, and get at cables. This thing, it's a nightmare to do, especially with how much stuff I have. Um, anyways, so yeah, I got like I said, it's May 6th today. Um, Back in April on Facebook, local comic book store Big B Comics posted that they were doing to help with kids being bored at home. They were going to do a little thing for COVID-19. Um, kids being bored at home. So they basically put these packages together to give away free comic books. So there was a teen one with 15 books in it, 100% free if you lived local. If you didn't live local, then it did have to go. You did have to pay like a $10 shipping thing. I am local, so it didn't cost me a single penny. Um, but So there was a teen one with 15 books in it, and then there was the kids one with 10 books in it. The kids one was like stuff like Donald Duck, Scooby Doo, that type of stuff. The teen stuff is your typical, superhero stuff and that sort of thing. Um, I don't know why, but I got two of them. You were only supposed to be able to get one. I don't know. They were hand delivered, so it didn't come through mail or anything like that. I actually kind of forgot about it because like they had to sign up for it in April. They said around the first week of May they'd start delivering them. Mine came on May 4th. I just happened to look outside and I noticed them sitting in our mailbox, and I was like, "Oh, right, that's a thing." And there was two of them in it, so it's not like somebody was like, like if they knew it was only supposed to be one per household. I don't know how I got two of them, but nonetheless, I got two of them. I only ordered one of the teen ones. I could have ordered the kids one as well, but I didn't. So it's not even a case of, oh, they accidentally gave you two teens instead of a teen and the kids. I only asked for the one. Um, yeah. So, anyways, I got two of them. There's like a little pamphlet thing in there saying thanks for the support. And when they finally do reopen for regular business, they will give out, you can get 5 free comics with this little advertisement flyer. It's also got another flyer in for their program they've got. It's a really cool program. I think it's really neat. I think it's really cool. These guys are awesome. I can't say enough good things about these guys at the store. I've known some of these guys. Like, I don't know a lot of the staff now very well, and I've never really known the owner very well, but from what I've noticed, the owner is a really good guy, and he always seems to have really good staff. A couple of them I knew quite well. There was a guy, Chris, who used to work there. He used to actually shop in the store I worked at. Used to see him quite often back in the day. There was another guy, I think his name was Jeff. He was training to be a paramedic. I would assume that's what he's doing now. So hopefully that's what he's doing. I hope he's well. And then there was another guy there. I think he's still there, but I think because they have more than one location. So I don't think he's around as much. His name's escaping me at the moment. I only knew him because I used to actually work with his aunt when I worked at Walmart. But anyways, even the current staff, I don't know most of the current staff at all, but they all seem like really good people. I never have a bad experience when I go there. So yeah, can't complain at all. But before I get into this, what I was going to mention is the program for signing up for this, unfortunately, is done. So you can't get these now. I am going to include the link, though, in the description. Because if you go there now, it does tell you that the promo is over, but they want to do more things like this. It's kind of a neat idea. And it goes back to this whole grades thing here. Actually, I'll pull out the little flyer for so this is the flyer there. And on the back, comics for grades, promotions, promotes literacy, rewarding kids' efforts in schools with free comic books. So usually in February until March 31st, if you bring in your kids' report cards with your kids, for every A they get a free comic book. And then same with at the end of the year, until July 31st. So yeah, it's a neat little program. Granted, yes, it is a little self-serving. I will but all promos are. Let's be honest. Like, that's the whole point of retail, is to get your name out there, get your business out there, and promote and increase your business potential. But this is such a cool way to do it, because it is a good thing. I was never a huge reader when I was a kid. I did read comic books a little bit here and there, but even then I wasn't that big into them that much when I was my kid's age. So I never read that much. And honestly, if programs like this had existed, well, okay, I still wouldn't have had too many free comic books because my grades were I didn't get that many A's. But anyways, if programs like this had existed and I'd been getting more free comic books, I probably would have gotten into comic books even sooner than I did. And I probably would have enjoyed reading more too. So I think this is a good promo regardless, because again, it does get kids reading and so forth and whatnot. And yeah, in turn, if it gets them hooked on comic books and increases their future business, good for them. And that's the whole point of this free giveaway promo during the pandemic. That's the whole point, right? So yeah. Anyways, obviously it costs them a lot of money to do it. Honestly, I think, and the whole point is the return business, obviously, but they never attach any strings to these. Like, there was literally no strings attached to this. I literally went on their website, said, here's my name, here's my address, and that was it. No strings attached. And if I'm being brutally honest, I can't remember the last time I actually made a purchase at Big B Comics, because I have stopped buying physical comic books, because I don't have the space for it, let's be honest. Now, granted, some of the pop figures you see I have bought at Big B Comics, Some of I think they're kind of getting out of it, but they used to have a decent selection of retro used video games there too, so I bought some stuff from there. So it's not that I don't give them my business, but I probably don't do as much business as I used to. But I will always give them my business if they have something I want, and that I have the money for. So with that said, on the website, when you go to this promo, it does say they have two things. One, you can donate any comic books that you don't want, and they're not worried about. Honestly, it's going to be the comic. And let's be honest, these are all probably like bucking under comic books value wise now, and most likely that's it's going to be the stuff that they're not willing to buy off people. They're just going to turn around and give those things away for free. So if you want to donate those books that whatever, they have that. But you can also donate money too. Just a $5 donation. That's all it asks for. It doesn't even give you the option to change the amount. It's just $5. I did do that afterwards because I realized, you know what? I don't spend enough money there to really. I felt a little guilty, especially since I got two of them too. When they do reopen for business, I might donate some of these back to them. Depending on if there's any here I'm interested in keeping or not. I don't know. I'm also thinking about possibly giving them away on the on my YouTube as well, or through Twitter or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Won't be for a while though. So, but yeah. So let's get this first pack open. Well, I already have it open, but let's see which books we got. Now, supposedly there's going to be no duplicates, but I would assume that means no duplicates in a single pack. So I can imagine we might get some duplicates between the two packs. So the first one we have, which we were able to see right on the top, is Secret Wars #1. I've heard of Secret Wars. I don't actually know what Secret Wars is about in any way, shape, or form. I'm really out of the loop when it comes to some of the stuff going on in comics. I'm pretty sure we have a duplicate because I'm pretty sure this is the one that's at the top of the other package. But again, like I said, it's supposed to be no duplicates in a package. So we have Star Wars #1. Not sure when this takes place. Oh, wait, there's a scroll there. Death Star has been destroyed. So it looks like it takes place probably between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, it looks like. Maybe. Next we have... there you go. It's definitely going to be comics because the next one is the Doctor Who comic from the Free Comic Book Day. Ironically, I started watching Doctor Who again. It's on Crave. Got time to kill. So I started watching that again. Oh, by the way, I didn't finish. The reason why everything's a mess, TV stand-wise, is because the TV stand still hasn't shown up. Actually, Purelator claims they delivered it today. It clearly shows it went right back to their warehouse and somebody at their dock signed for it. So I got to find out what the hell's going on with that. And basically the desk is completely covered with most of my game systems because I started taking them all down to get the new TV stand set up for today. Anyways, so yeah, this is the Doctor Who Free Comic Book Day comic. So we'll definitely give that a read because I do enjoy me Doctor Who. We've got DC Nation #0. 3 all-new stories for only 25 cents. Sure, I don't know. We have Trinity of Sin Pandora. Part of the New 52's future end storyline, I'm guessing. It's got a glossy cover. Even the back's glossy, even though it's just an advertisement. Not sure what Future's End is all about. I don't know, whatever. Moving on. We have... This is definitely an older one. This one's quite old. So this is old Wonder Woman, number 297. This is back when the paper was still more newsprint. Ooh, I do miss that smell, though. Probably my second favorite hero after Batman. We have Green Arrow number 1 from DC Universe Rebirth. This, if I remember correctly, is the relaunch after the New 52, where they basically put all the storylines back to what they were before the New 52, more or less. This is cool. I actually had this one back in the day before I ended up getting rid of all my comics. X-Men number 1. This is not the original first print, though, because the original first print, I believe the back didn't have the advertisement. It was actually the continuation of the full poster, or it was the other way around. It opened up and folded out, but as you can see, it's advertising both ways. Again, back when it was still more newsprint. I definitely had this book back in the day. We have Captain Canuck. Now, this is a character I actually don't know anything about. It's not DC or Marvel. It's neither of the big two. I've heard of the character. I don't know who he is. We also have Aquaman number 1 from Rebirth. So that's cool. We have Uncanny X-Men number 187. Back when comic books were only 75 cents. Those were the days. Now, this is the thing that kind of bothered me. So, Detective Comics was probably the longest running continual series in DC. And probably all DC and Marvel before the New 52. It was the closest one that was going to hit 1,000 issues. And then before it could, that's when they did the New 52, everything started over again. It was like, okay, whatever. And I never understood why they had to start numbering them over again just because they relaunched the universe. Who cares? But whatever. It is what it is. Detective Comics, if I understand this correctly, and if I'm wrong, you can tell me in the comments below. When Rebirth happened, unlike a lot of the other ones that went back to number 1 again when Rebirth happened, Detective Comics started numbering exactly where it left off before the New 52. Because this is Rebirth, Detective Comics, number 935. Which, yeah, to me is a little BS. Because if everything else got renumbered and started over again, this should have too, really. But whatever. what do I know? This one I think must be from when they were doing the villains thing, because I remember them being decimal point issues as well. So I'm pretty sure that's what this is. It's the New 52 Wonder Woman number 23.1, and then it says Cheetah number 1. If I remember correctly, when that was going on, they had a whole thing where there was like the villains were taking over for the month or something like that. So there were stories about their villains. Some of them only had like one additional thing. Some of them had 2 or 3, 4, whatever it was. And so it would have been like 23.1, 23.2, 23.3, etc. But yeah. I'm not familiar with this run. I don't think I've ever even heard of this. Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers, both as Captain America. The Americans Generations, number 1. I don't even know what this book is. I'm guessing the book's called Generations. I don't know. I'm a little confused. It's got like young Bucky on there too. Whatever. Moving on. I think, and yeah, it's gonna be back. This is the last one. Avengers number 3. I don't think this is obviously a relaunch of it, because it's Sam Wilson, Captain America, and Spider-Man and Lady Thor, and Hercules, and I'm assuming that's Vision because that's the closest character it looks like. There we go. The Avengers are Wasp, Nadia Pym, Thor, Jane Foster, Captain America, Sam Wilson, Vision, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and Hercules. All right, so that's package number 1. Let's see what's in package number 2. And unfortunately, we know we have at least one duplicate, but that's okay. Put that up there. So what's in package numero 2? My son loves Star Wars. He's like 10. It's not his most favorite thing these days, but he's autistic and he goes back and forth between things. He's obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog right now. But Star Wars is definitely up there for him. It might even be all the same books. No, but I think there's definitely some duplicates in here. But that's bound to happen because, again, you were only supposed to get one anyways. So we have the Star Wars one again. Let's quickly skip any. Oh, there you go. X-Men number 1 again, but it's the other cover. We got that DC Nation 0, the Aquaman Rebirth number 1, the Doctor Who. Pretty sure this was the same issue, Detective Comics 935. Yeah, that's the same one. That Generations number 1. That one's different. That one's different. I got that Wonder Woman number 297 again. That one's different. Got the Captain Canuck number 2 again. The Green Arrow Rebirth number 1. All right. So it's what, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of the 15 are different than what was in the first one. So we have Amazing Spider-Man number 800. It's a super thick issue too. It was $10 US. That is a lot of pages. Go down the swinging conclusion. We got Batman Eternal number 4. Cool cover. We have X-Men number 186. Special double-sized issue. We got Ultimate Spider-Man number 44. And we have the New 52 Justice League United number 1. So who was on this team? Stargirl, Green Arrow, Martian Manhunter, and I have no idea who the rest of those characters are. That's how out of the loop I am. And apparently Lobo's the first character you see, and he's beating up Hawkman. By the way, that's not who else is on the cover. Just Oh, apparently that dude's Adam Strange. Apparently one of them is Animal Man. And the woman is... No idea, because she does not appear to actually be in this issue. And then there's a Superman number 32 in here for some reason. Or part of it. And then it goes back, I guess, to... I don't know. Whatever. It's a weird way to do a comic. Anyways. So yeah. 30 comics. Didn't cost me a thing. 10 duplicates, though. So, only 20 actually unique comics. But that's okay. Yeah. So, I'll probably contact Big B once they reopen. Let them know that they accidentally gave me 2. And if they want me to return one of them, I will. If they don't, I'll ask them about maybe just if I can at least give them back the duplicates or something, like the 5 ones that I got 2 of. Because, well, that's just silly. And I don't know. Or maybe I'll give them, I don't know. We'll see. I'll let them know, though. See what they want to do. But anyways, again, I'm going to put the link down. It's a pretty cool idea, doing comic book giveaways for, basically they want to do it for stuff like for kids and schools and stuff like this. So yeah, like I'm going to probably read some of these. My son's going to read some of these. My daughter probably will even read some of these. She likes reading comic books too, even though she's not as heavily into the characters. but she likes reading them too. She's 14. She's gonna be. God, I'm getting old. Anyways, so yeah, I'll put the link there. Yeah, for kids, schools, stuff like that. Anything to kind of encourage kids to read more is basically the objective of the programs. So I'll put the link there, and if you want, please do donate, and if you don't, you don't. That's cool too. Either way, support Big B Comics if you can. If you live in either the Hamilton or Niagara regions, because that's where their stores are, because they're good people, and they're pretty fair too. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribes and all that good stuff if you want to see more videos. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Stay safe. Hopefully by the time you see this, things will be relatively back to normal. If not, again, keep staying safe. Even if it is, stay safe. And hopefully we will talk to you all again real soon. Take care, guys. Bye.